What if I told you that in the vastness of space, there's a threat so powerful that it has the potential to wipe out all life on Earth in an instant? A single, tiny rock floating through the cosmos could change everything we know about our world. Imagine, in a matter of seconds, the end of humanity. No second chances, no escape. It's hard to believe, right? But it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Today, we're going to explore this terrifying possibility and dive into the science behind asteroids, their impacts on our planet, and how a single asteroid could cause the end of life on Earth. It's a story that's not just about science. It's about the mystery of the universe, the power of these cosmic giants, and the secrets they hold. You might be thinking, how can a rock that small cause so much devastation? Well, it turns out these space rocks aren't just pieces of dust and debris. They're time bombs. But don't worry, we'll unravel the mystery together. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see our planet in a whole new light. So, are you ready to uncover the hidden dangers of space and the terrifying possibilities that could lie ahead? Let's get started. To understand the danger asteroids pose, we have to look back at one of the most dramatic moments in Earth's history, the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Over 66 million years ago, a giant asteroid, roughly 10 kilometers wide, collided with Earth, changing the course of life forever. It wasn't just the size of the asteroid that made it catastrophic. It was the force of the impact. It released an amount of energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs. When it struck, it sent a shockwave around the planet, causing wildfires, tsunamis, and earthquakes that reshaped the surface of the Earth. But that was just the beginning. Dust and debris shot into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight for months, triggering a nuclear winter effect that drastically dropped temperatures. Plants died, herbivores starved, and in a chain reaction, everything from the smallest insects to the massive dinosaurs perished. What's truly terrifying is that this event was likely just one asteroid out of billions scattered throughout space. So, what would happen if another asteroid of that size hit Earth today? Could we survive, or would history repeat itself? This is the unsettling question that scientists have been trying to answer for decades. Let's dive deeper into the science behind these asteroid impacts and why we should be concerned. Asteroids are rocky objects that orbit the Sun, mostly found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. These space rocks vary in size, ranging from small pebbles to massive chunks that are hundreds of kilometers across. But what makes them so dangerous? First, they travel at incredible speeds, sometimes over 20 kilometers per second, about 45,000 miles per hour. When one of these asteroids comes close to Earth, it can be hard to stop, especially since we can't see most of them coming until it's too late. And it's not just the size and speed that makes them deadly. The impact of a large asteroid generates an immense amount of energy. Imagine a massive rock slamming into the Earth, creating a crater, vaporizing everything in the impact zone, and sending debris into the atmosphere. This is the kind of devastation we're talking about. But there's another side to the asteroid threat that's even more terrifying. What happens after the initial impact? The Earth itself might not be destroyed in the first moments, but the ripple effects could be even worse than the initial explosion. If the asteroid triggers volcanic eruptions or causes global fires, we could see drastic climate changes, a nuclear winter scenario similar to the one that killed the dinosaurs could leave the planet in a deadly freeze for months or even years. Now, let's break down how an asteroid impact actually works. It starts with the asteroid's entry into Earth's atmosphere. As it speeds through the sky, it creates a shock wave, basically a massive sonic boom that can flatten buildings for miles. As the asteroid strikes the surface, the energy released is enough to send debris flying across the planet, igniting fires and causing a chain reaction of destruction. The size of the asteroid matters a lot. A smaller asteroid might cause local devastation, while a massive one could send shockwaves around the world. But it's not just the immediate destruction we should worry about. The long-term effects, like global climate shifts, famine, and the collapse of ecosystems, are what make asteroid impacts so deadly. Asteroids have struck Earth many times before, some with devastating consequences, and others with minimal impact. But scientists have learned that the biggest danger comes from asteroids that are difficult to detect. Those that are too small to spot with current technology, but large enough to cause catastrophic damage. And here's the kicker. Some of them might already be heading our way. Is it possible that we're too late to stop one of these? In the vastness of space, Earth isn't as safe as it seems. Our planet shares its orbit with millions of objects, including asteroids, comets, and other space debris. Some of these objects cross our path, and while many are harmless, others pose a real danger. These objects are known as near-Earth objects, NEOs, and they come in all shapes and sizes. NASA and other space agencies have made it their mission to track these objects, but it's a race against time. We're constantly learning more about these space rocks and how to detect them, but there are still a lot of gaps in our knowledge. What if one of these NEOs is heading toward Earth right now and we have no idea? Could we stop it in time? The technology to deflect or destroy an asteroid is still in its infancy. It's a problem scientists are working tirelessly to solve, but the clock is ticking. The real question is, how many other asteroids are out there that we don't know about? And even if we did spot an asteroid on a collision course, would we have the technology to change its path? The truth is, we're not sure yet. Let's fast forward to the terrifying possibility of an asteroid strike in today's world. What would happen if an asteroid the size of the one that killed the dinosaurs collided with Earth? We've made incredible advancements in technology, but we're still vulnerable. The immediate impact would be catastrophic. A massive crater would form, the shock wave would flatten cities, and massive wildfires would spread across continents. Within hours, the world would be plunged into darkness as dust and debris block out the sun. Temperatures would plummet, creating a cold, hostile environment. But what happens next would be even worse. The effects on the ecosystem could last for years, even centuries. Without sunlight, plants would die, and the food chain would collapse. Humans and animals would struggle to survive. The loss of biodiversity would be devastating, and the world, as we know, it could never be the same. As we face this possibility, we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing to prevent this? Are we ready for the unimaginable? As scary as it sounds, there are things we can do to protect ourselves from the threat of asteroids. Scientists are working on new technologies to detect and track asteroids, and some are even experimenting with ways to deflect them. One idea is to send spacecraft to nudge an asteroid off its collision course with Earth, using a technique called the gravity tractor. Another possibility is using nuclear explosions to break up an asteroid before it hits the planet. While these ideas are still in the early stages, they represent our best shot at stopping an asteroid strike before it's too late. But here's the catch. These methods would only work if we had enough time to detect the asteroid and act. If an asteroid is detected just days before impact, there's not much we can do. And this is why the most important thing we can do right now is invest in asteroid detection and tracking technology. The sooner we find these threats, the more Time we'll have to prepare and potentially prevent disaster. Before we dive into the heart of this incredible story, let's take a step back and understand the bigger picture. Space, in its vastness, is full of mysteries and hidden threats. Among these threats are asteroids, the remnants of the early solar system, and the cosmic debris that have the potential to reshape our world. These objects, ranging in size from tiny pebbles to massive boulders, travel through the cosmos with incredible speed, carrying within them the power to end life as we know it. Now, you might be wondering, why should we care about these distant objects? After all, they seem like distant, far-off threats, right? But here's where things get interesting. These asteroids aren't as far away as they may seem. Every day, millions of objects zoom past Earth, many of which are large enough to cause untold destruction. And though we may feel safe in our little corner of the universe, the truth is that Earth is constantly bombarded by cosmic visitors. Some of them we see coming, and others, not so much. Think of it like the ocean. Every day, waves crash on the shore. Some are gentle, barely making a splash. But then, there's that occasional wave, the massive one that could flood the coast and change everything. Asteroids are the waves of space, and every once in a while, one of them crashes into Earth, causing devastation. The one that ended the dinosaurs was like the ultimate tsunami. It was that wave we never saw coming, and when it hit, everything changed. What makes asteroids so fascinating and also so terrifying is their unpredictability. They're not like hurricanes or earthquakes, which we can sometimes predict with warning. No, asteroids don't give us that luxury. Many of them travel in orbits we can't track, and they come from directions we never expect. In fact, many of the asteroids that have hit Earth throughout history were completely unknown to us before their impact. Take the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, for instance. It wasn't on anyone's radar. It arrived, it hit, and it left Earth a changed place forever. If it weren't for that impact, we might never have seen the rise of mammals, or, eventually, humans. It's mind-boggling to think that an object from space could have shaped the course of evolution. And yet, we still don't fully know how many other potential dinosaurs killers are out there, hiding in the shadows of space. This is what's at stake. We're playing catch-up with a force of nature that has already proven it can shape the planet. And yet, we have only just begun to understand how to track, predict, and, if necessary, stop it. The real question here isn't whether it could happen again. The question is, when? And more importantly, will we be ready? Now that we've set the stage, let's look deeper into what makes these space rocks so dangerous. How big are they? What exactly happens when one hits Earth? And most importantly, what can we do to protect ourselves from the next asteroid strike, whenever that might be? The clock is ticking, and the answers to these questions may just hold the key to humanity's survival. But as we'll discover, we still have a long way to go before we fully understand the danger, and how to stop it, before it's too late. As we stand here today, on the edge of what we think we know about the universe, one question looms large. What would happen if we were to face the same kind of asteroid impact that changed the course of life on Earth millions of years ago? We know about the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, but what about the other asteroids? Those hidden out there in the vast, dark reaches of space. Could one of them be on a collision course with us right now? For decades, scientists have been peering into the depths of space, studying asteroids, tracking their orbits, and preparing for the day when one of these space rocks might come too close for comfort. But even with all this technology, there's one question we haven't answered. What if we missed one? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But here's the thing. We might already be facing a much closer danger than we think. What if I told you that there's an asteroid out there, just a few years away from a potential collision with Earth, and we've only just begun to uncover its true power? Now hold on. Before you start picturing a giant space rock hurtling toward Earth like something out of a Hollywood movie, let's slow down for a second. This asteroid isn't just another random object floating through space. It's unlike anything we've ever encountered. And what's more, it has the potential to not only hit Earth, but to leave behind a legacy so profound that it could change the way we look at the universe forever. Scientists have only recently begun to investigate this asteroid in greater detail. It's a mystery that, until now, has been hidden beneath the cosmic noise, only just now coming into focus. How could such a colossal threat go unnoticed for so long? And what secrets does this asteroid hold? Is it just a random chunk of rock? Or is there something far more sinister about it? Something we still don't fully understand? It's not just about the asteroid's size or speed. There's something deeply mysterious about this object, a feature that could make it even more dangerous than we could have ever anticipated. But here's the twist. We're still piecing together the puzzle. The more we learn, the more questions arise. Could this asteroid be the one we've been waiting for? Could this be the one that brings us face to face with our greatest existential threat? As scientists begin to gather more data and map out its trajectory, they're starting to uncover details that only deepen the mystery. Every new piece of information feels like an eerie clue, one step closer to the truth. But it's not the full picture yet. What could this asteroid reveal about the nature of space, about Earth's vulnerability, and about our own survival? Only time will tell. So, the question is, what will we do when the truth finally comes to light? Will we have enough time to act? Or will this discovery be our wake-up call, forcing us to confront the fact that we may not be as safe as we once thought? Stay with me, because the next steps in this story will make you question everything you thought you knew about the universe and our place in it. What happens next might just be the most important revelation of all. Now that we've established the mystery, let's dive deeper into the science that uncovered it. How did we come to discover this asteroid, an object that could threaten life on Earth? And what tools did scientists use to uncover the secrets hidden within this celestial wanderer? The answer lies in the ever-growing arsenal of technologies that have allowed humanity to peer deeper into space than ever before. For decades, astronomers have used ground-based telescopes to track asteroids, but it's only in recent years that we've begun to develop the advanced tools that allow us to see the true nature of these space rocks. Among the most crucial advancements in asteroid tracking are the space-based observatories that orbit the Earth. These satellites, equipped with cutting-edge technology, can detect asteroids from a distance, even ones that are too small or too far away for us to see with traditional telescopes. One of the key players in this discovery is the Near-Earth Object Program, run by NASA, which uses a combination of infrared imaging and radar technology to scan the sky for potential threats. These tools allow scientists to see asteroids by detecting their heat signatures. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, except the needle is moving at tens of thousands of miles per hour, and the haystack is the vast emptiness of space. Despite these challenges, the program has led to incredible breakthroughs in detecting asteroids that we never knew existed, tracking their orbits, and understanding their potential impact. But it's not just the satellites that have helped us uncover this threat. The real breakthrough came when scientists combined multiple data sources to begin piecing together the asteroid's trajectory. Through a mix of infrared data, optical observations from Earth-based telescopes, and radar mapping, they were able to create a precise model of the asteroid's orbit. And that's when the terrifying truth became clear. This asteroid, once thought to be just another space rock, was heading towards Earth with a potential impact window just a few years away. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine the weight of this discovery. For centuries, we've looked up at the stars, unaware of the dangers that might be lurking in the dark corners of the cosmos. But now, thanks to decades of painstaking research and technological advancements, we have the ability to track these threats. And just like that, a single asteroid, something we once viewed as a harmless curiosity, suddenly becomes a ticking time bomb, and the clock is ticking. So, how did this asteroid manage to elude detection for so long? One of the reasons this particular asteroid went unnoticed for so long is due to its orbit. Many asteroids, especially the ones that cross our path, follow a predictable path, making them easier to detect. But this one was different. It followed an orbit that took it into deep space, away from our line of sight, only to swing back towards Earth when we least expected it. It wasn't until the recent advancements in asteroid tracking that scientists were able to uncover its hidden path. This brings us to a sobering question. How many other asteroids are out there, silently, hurtling through space, waiting to be discovered? And while this asteroid may be one of the most immediate threats, there could be others we have yet to detect. As we continue to improve our technology and expand our reach into the cosmos, we're only beginning to uncover the true scope of the real dangers that lie just beyond our sight. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know. But one thing is clear. Our ability to track these cosmic dangers is more important than ever. The more data we gather, the more prepared we'll be when, not if, the next asteroid comes our way. What we've discovered so far is just the beginning. The technology is here, the data is rolling in, and the stakes have never been higher. As we begin to understand the science behind this discovery, one thing becomes undeniable. Our future depends on our ability to track the unknown, to face the dangers hidden in the darkness of space, and to prepare ourselves for whatever may come next. As we look at this asteroid, its trajectory, and the potential consequences of its impact, one thing becomes painfully clear. This discovery isn't just about a space rock heading our way. It's about everything we think we know. About Earth, about space, and about our place in the universe. What does it mean when we uncover a threat like this? One that could end life as we know it. What new questions does it raise? And how does it force us to reconsider everything we've believed about our planet's future? Let's take a step back and look at the broader implications. For centuries, humanity has seen itself as the dominant force on Earth, with the power to shape our future. But what if that power is nothing more than an illusion? What if, in the grand scheme of things, we are just a small speck on a fragile planet, floating in a cosmic ocean where forces far beyond our comprehension can wipe us out in an instant? This discovery raises some uncomfortable truths. How many times has Earth been shaped, altered, and even wiped clean by events like asteroid impacts? How many civilizations have come and gone, not because of their own failure, but because of something far beyond their control? This asteroid isn't just a potential killer. It's a reminder of how vulnerable we are, how delicate life on Earth truly is, and how little time we may have before something like this happens again. What does that mean for us as a species? What does it mean for our understanding of history? If we look back through the lens of time, it's easy to see how the history of life on Earth has been shaped by cataclysmic events, events that we often think of as ancient history. But when we understand that these events could happen again, On a timeline we can barely comprehend, it forces us to rethink everything we know about our planet's future. Could this asteroid change the way we view our civilization? Could it spark a new sense of urgency about protecting our planet? But the questions don't stop there. What if this asteroid is just one of many? A lone survivor of a celestial swarm hurtling toward Earth, waiting to strike when we least expect it? Could there be even larger objects hiding out there, unseen, on paths we can't predict? And if this asteroid is heading our way in just a few years, what would happen if it struck? What does that say about our preparedness as a species? There's a bigger picture here, one that goes beyond just Earth and our future. This discovery is a tiny piece of a much larger puzzle: the role of asteroids in the formation and evolution of life. Could asteroids, in some bizarre twist, actually be the architects of life on Earth? Some scientists believe that the very molecules that sparked life could have been brought here by asteroids. And yet, here we are, staring at the dark side of that coin. Asteroids that could end life just as easily as they might have started it. What we're dealing with is more than just the question of survival. This is a question about existence, about our place in the universe. What happens when an object from the far reaches of space, something that's been drifting in the cold void for millions of years, crosses paths with Earth and forces us to confront our fragility? Could this asteroid be a harbinger of future events? Or is it just a reminder of the delicate balance of life on Earth? Imagine this: a world where the Earth, once thriving with life, becomes an empty wasteland, its ecosystems forever changed by an event that no one saw coming. It's hard to picture, isn't it? But that's the reality we could be facing. And with each new revelation about the asteroid, with each discovery of its path and its power, we're forced to ask ourselves, are we ready? This discovery doesn't just shift our understanding of the cosmos. It forces us to confront our vulnerability and the ticking clock of our own survival. And as much as it raises questions about our future, it also ignites a sense of wonder about the universe itself. We've just uncovered the potential for something both terrifying and awe-inspiring, something that could change the course of history. But even in the face of such danger, there's beauty in our ability to understand, track, and prepare for what lies ahead. So, the mystery deepens. What will we do with this knowledge? Will we use it to protect ourselves, to deflect the next asteroid before it strikes, or will we continue to drift, unaware, until it's too late? The answers lie in our hands, but the clock is ticking, and the universe has a way of reminding us of just how small we are in the grand scheme of things. As we continue to learn more, one thing is certain: this is a mystery that will change everything we know about our place in the cosmos. And the true question is not just what happens when the asteroid strikes, but how we prepare for the unknown dangers that are still waiting, hidden in the depths of space. After months of research, years of technological development, and countless calculations, the time has finally come. The data has been crunched, the trajectory has been confirmed, and the pieces of the puzzle have come together. The asteroid we've been tracking, the one that seemed so distant, so insignificant at first, is now an undeniable force of nature, a cosmic bullet heading straight for Earth. And here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. The asteroid is not just another random space rock. It's far more significant than that. It's an object so massive, so powerful, that if it were to strike Earth today, it could cause an extinction-level event. Think back to the impact that ended the reign of the dinosaurs, a single object, traveling at tens of thousands of miles per hour, unleashing energy that could shake the very core of our planet. Now imagine that scenario happening again. But this time, it's not just some distant ancient memory. This time, it's real. This time, it's happening in our lifetime. The asteroid we've uncovered isn't just big, it's massive, large enough to create a global catastrophe. It's hurtling toward Earth at a speed and angle that could ensure a catastrophic collision. And the most terrifying part? We might not have enough time to stop it. For decades, we've been operating under the assumption that we had a long time to prepare for such an event. But this asteroid? It's closer than we ever imagined, and it's heading straight for us. The window of opportunity to deflect it is rapidly closing. With every passing day, our chances of averting disaster are slipping away. The question isn't whether we can stop it, it's whether we can stop it in time. But that's not even the most staggering revelation. The real jaw-dropping discovery is this. This asteroid may not be alone. We are now discovering that there are several more objects in space, lurking just beyond our detection, all of them carrying the same destructive potential. This is a wake-up call, a moment that forces us to confront the reality that our planet is vulnerable, and that we, as a species, have been living in the quiet shadow of an unpredictable universe. The science community is in a state of emergency. Scientists, engineers, and space agencies around the world are coming together in a race against time. Efforts to develop asteroid deflection technologies, to mine resources from space, and to create contingency plans for humanity are accelerating faster than ever. We've entered the final chapter of the story, and the stakes have never been higher. But here's the most unsettling part of all. Even if we manage to prevent this asteroid from striking, how many others are out there? How many more of these cosmic giants are waiting in the wings, hiding in the vast expanse of space, just beyond our reach? This asteroid may be just one piece of a much larger cosmic puzzle that we have yet to fully understand. This discovery has changed everything. It's forced us to rethink our place in the universe, our vulnerability, and our ability to protect ourselves from forces far beyond our control. And it's left us with one lingering question. Are we ready? The asteroid that once seemed so distant, so abstract, is now a tangible, imminent threat. As we stand at the precipice, with only a few years to prepare, the fate of our planet rests in our hands. The clock is ticking, and the mystery of space, once a source of wonder, has now become a race against time. Will we rise to the challenge, or will we be caught off guard by the very thing that could end life on Earth as we know it? Stay tuned, because the answers to this mystery are still unfolding, and the future of humanity is hanging in the balance. So, what happens now? With the asteroid's trajectory locked in and the world's attention focused on this unprecedented threat, we've only just begun to grasp the full implications of this discovery. The next steps in this journey are crucial, not only for our survival, but for our understanding of the universe itself. Scientists, engineers, and space agencies around the globe are already working on solutions to deflect or destroy the asteroid before it can strike. Some are looking into advanced methods of altering its course, using spacecraft to gently nudge it off path. Others are exploring nuclear options, where a controlled explosion could break the asteroid into smaller, less dangerous fragments. But here's the catch. These methods need time. Time we might not have. The real question now is, how many other threats like this are out there waiting to be discovered? As we develop better tools to track asteroids and identify potential dangers, we may uncover more hidden space rocks, some of which could be even larger and more dangerous than the one we're focused on now. The discovery of this asteroid could just be the tip of the iceberg in a whole new era of asteroid detection. But what if we find more and aren't able to track them in time? What if one of them is already hurtling toward us, undetected? It's a terrifying thought, but one that must be addressed head-on. This discovery also raises broader questions about how we prepare for such events in the long term. Could humanity one day expand beyond Earth, creating a backup civilization on the Moon, Mars, or even beyond? Could we one day send entire colonies into space to preserve human civilization in case of disaster? The possibility of space colonization has gone from science fiction to a potential necessity. But it's not just about surviving a catastrophic impact. It's about the broader implications of our vulnerability in the cosmos. How does this discovery shift our understanding of our place in the universe? Are we truly ready for the challenges that lie ahead? And perhaps most importantly, what will we do with this knowledge? Will we take steps to safeguard our future, or will we wait until the next asteroid appears? In the coming months and years, we'll learn more about this asteroid, its potential to impact Earth, and what we can do to stop it. But the real question lies in how we, as a species, respond to the reality that we are not invincible. The universe is a vast and unpredictable place, and as we continue to uncover its secrets, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for whatever might come next? The answers to these questions will shape our future. And while we may not have all the solutions right now, one thing is certain. We're on the verge of a new chapter in our understanding of space and our survival within it. Stay tuned, because the journey is far from over, and the mysteries of the cosmos are only just beginning to unfold. So, there you have it, the asteroid that could change everything. From the terrifying realization that it might already be on its way, to the race against time to stop it, this discovery has forced us to rethink everything we know about the cosmos and our place within it. We're no longer just passive observers of the universe. We're active participants in a journey that could shape the future of humanity. This is not just about an asteroid. It's about our vulnerability, our resilience, and the choices we make moving forward. With each new discovery, we take one step closer to understanding how to protect ourselves from the unknown dangers that lurk in the vastness of space. If this video sparked your curiosity and got you thinking about the mysteries of space, make sure to like and share it with others. Let's get the conversation going. What do you think humanity should do to prepare for future threats? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing explorations into the mysteries of our world and beyond. Keep your eyes on the sky, because there's always more to discover, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching.